Okay, my beautiful friends, it is Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. Where to start this lovely video? How about this? So apparently we got some absolutely fantastic news on the jobs front. The ADP jobs number for December came in at more than twice what was expected, at like 807,000. Okay, what I want to know is what kind of jobs are these? I don't know, pooper scoopers? I don't know, pick one. Look, none of this stuff adds up. And if you were to look at stock futures after the announcement of this blowout fantastic number, well, they're lower. They're lower. Stock trading doesn't start for about half an hour. Anything can change at this point. Look, I don't personally believe anything. Any of these numbers they put out, the data, it's all fake, inflation numbers, whatever they got to do to cover it up. But look, the fact of the matter is, and it's undeniable, really, that globally, we're done. The global economy is finished. It's over. It's contracting. It's going to continue to contract faster moving forward as debt hyper balloons. So, they can throw all these fake numbers at us all they want to. I don't buy any of it. I really don't. Anyway, that's where we stand this morning. A great, fantastic number. But stock futures lower. Look, nothing matters anymore. You know that. None of the data matters because it's all dog shit. The earnings reports from these companies, forward guidance, PE ratios, it's all about easy money. And that phenomenon is not going to stop. As a matter of fact, we heard again from, Lex Luthor himself, the thing from the Federal Reserve, Neil Kashkari. And Neil over there is explaining, oh yeah, I see him. He sees 2 rate hikes this year. Look, the market is already pricing this in. You all know that. You want to see it? I always tell you, you just got to know where to look to figure out what's actually going on. You got the yield curve slope, which is looking pretty damn good to Greg Mannarino. You got the 10-year yield rising. Okay, when the 10-year yield rises like that, what is it? What's the signal that is being sent to us all? Well, that cash is going to look for somewhere to go. In my view, people, it's going to go into the stock market. Period, the end, just like it's been doing for the longest time. Let's look at a few other things. The U.S. dollar index, the Dixie, the relative strength of the dollar, is lower this morning. Oh, even with this great blowout number, could you imagine my shock? You can't make this shit up. It's impossible to do. All right, you got crude oil now closing in on $78 a barrel. I'm talking about WTI. I never talk about Brent. You want to look at Brent crude, go ahead, but I usually focus on WTI. This is the number that the market looks at, so that's what I do. Cryptocurrencies right now, flat to slightly lower. Bitcoin around 46,000. You have gold and silver right now getting bid a little higher, I guess, on dollar weakness. But again, ignore it. Look, every day of my life, I get bombarded with questions regarding gold and silver. I am a massive bull with regard to hard assets. You all know that. Physical gold and physical silver more specifically. I also love platinum and palladium. No doubt about it. I own it. Now, these are not trades for me. In the same manner that cryptocurrencies are not trades. Neither are... I don't even touch the derivatives. You all know that I am a derivatives trader. But I don't even touch it because it's fake. There's no price action discovery. It's all twisted. You all know that. So with regard to gold and silver, look, if you're looking for any massive gains to show up anytime soon, well, it's not going to happen. We are holding gold, silver, and cryptocurrencies and commodities if you want to. You want to own some commodities? Well, there's a lot of ETFs out here that will give you exposure to commodities like crude oil. Okay. what we're doing here is setting ourselves up for what's coming down the pike. It's that simple for all of you that write to me every day. Hey, Greg, why is the price of gold and silver not doing this? And I mean, it's pretty obvious to me. It should be to you. It's rigged. It's completely rigged. The whole market is rigged. We all know that. Nothing makes sense anymore. The numbers are fake. It's so sick. I don't know another way to put it. But again, what are we doing? We're getting ready for the entire system to I guess reset, however people want to put this thing, but all it's going to be doing is finding a fair value, which is nowhere near where it is. I mean, the stock market is in la-la land, actually beyond la-la land, being inflated on the back of the debt bubble. And regardless or whatever of you got Fed Presidents Neil Kashkari, Lex Luthor talking about 2 rate hikes, yeah, sure. I would be willing to bet, that we are going to get a rate hike or 2, but it's going to be absolutely meaningless. Look, the narrative, again, from the mainstream propaganda dog shit ministries is, the Fed's serious on inflation. Oh, yeah, the Fed's going to meaningfully raise rates moving forward to combat inflation. It's not happening. It's all a distraction. Look here. Don't look here. The Fed has no intention. You know this. Of easing back on their easy money policies. And even if they nudge rates slightly higher, it'll make no difference at all. Inflation is going to continue to surge, especially with regard to food and energy prices. And it's out of control. And like I said, if you're not getting yourself on the right side of this, you're really in a lot of trouble here. And I'm really working my hardest to keep you all on the right side of this, like I have for many, many years. Anyway, but what else is going on? So we got this fake number. I talked about Kashkari. I was writing a few things down. It's kind of interesting. So what did we find out just yesterday? Manufacturing globally, the entire sector globally, factory activity is cratering. Meanwhile, oh yeah, we're adding all these jobs. You got to be kidding me. Like I said, it doesn't add up. And the market don't buy it at all. No one buys it. It's all fake. You don't buy it. And look, all of this at one point is going to become extremely real for people. And I've been explaining that for a very, very long time. People are being deliberately kept in some kind of a delusion, believing in something that doesn't exist, like Santa Claus or whatever. And again, our job, you and I, is number one is to band together, to realize that we're all in this together. What do I tell you all the time? This is not Greg Mannarino's thing. This is our thing. This is where people who can think get together and ponder what's going on, and try to figure out what are the most likely scenarios moving forward. It's very easy, in my view, understanding the dynamics that are in play right now. Really realizing that easy money is not going to stop. As a matter of fact, it's going to become even worse. There's no doubt about it, because it's the nature of the beast. You're not allowed to know that. And I tell you all the time that the debt-based economic model, the beast system based on debt, it can't stop. It demands that it be fed with more debt exponentially moving forward. You can't know this stuff. It's just so sick. Again, let's go back to this number today, this big blowout number that we got, 807,000 apparently in December. Really, is that why the money velocity remains at a historic low? You can't make this stuff up. I dare you to do it. I really do. I dare you to freaking do it. All right, people. So look, in summary, let me give you a live update real quick. Bear with me. I want to just give you a live update here. So stock futures remain lower. Crude oil getting a bit higher, just about $78 a barrel right now. Gold and silver looking good. The yield curve slope fine. 10-year yield 1.65. It's just so sick. You got a markedly weaker dollar, relative strength actually. Anyway, that's where we are. That's where we stand, and you know exactly what to do. Okay. And that's the beauty of this entire freaking thing. The freak show in no way is going to beat you or me. They can't beat us. We are so far ahead of them and what they're going to throw at us. It don't matter what they do. They can throw, again, anything they want in our face, and we're just going to sidestep it, and we're going to just rip its freaking face off. We're not going to lose. All right, people, look, that's it. I'm out of here. Love you a lot. Please share the video, and we'll sum this up. Oh, the Fed. We're going to hear from the Fed today, and I will sum that up later, too. I'm out of here.